Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where I share my travel tips and experiences. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 10 tourist spots in Portugal, one of the most beautiful and diverse countries in Europe. Whether you're looking for culture, nature, history, or adventure, Portugal has something for everyone. Let's get started. Oceanário de Lisboa. The Oceanário de Lisboa is the largest indoor aquarium in Europe and one of the most popular attractions in Lisbon. It houses more than 8,000 marine animals from different habitats, including sharks, rays, penguins, and otters. You can admire the amazing diversity of life in the oceans and learn about the importance of conservation. The Oceanário de Lisboa is located in the modern Parque das Nações. You can also enjoy other attractions such as the cable car, the Vasco da Gama Bridge, and the interactive science museum. Mosteiro dos Jerónimos. The Mosteiro dos Jerónimos is a stunning example of Manueline architecture, a unique style that combines Gothic, Renaissance, and Moorish elements. It was built in the 16th century to commemorate the voyages of discovery of the Portuguese explorers, especially Vasco da Gama, whose tomb is inside the church. The monastery is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a symbol of Portugal's golden age. You can marvel at the intricate carvings, the cloisters, the vaulted ceilings, and the stained glass windows. The monastery is also close to other attractions such as the Tower of Belém, the monument to the discoverers, and the famous Pastel de Nata bakery. Palácio Nacional de Sintra. The Palácio Nacional de Sintra is the best preserved medieval royal palace in Portugal and one of the most distinctive landmarks of Sintra, a charming town that is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The palace dates back to the 14th century and was the residence of the Portuguese kings until the 19th century. You can explore the various rooms and halls, each with its own theme and decoration, such as the Swan Room, the Magpie Room, the Arab Room, and the Coats of Arms Room. The palace is also famous for its two conical chimneys that rise above the kitchen and can be seen from afar. Kayaking the Lisbon coast. If you're looking for some adventure and fun, kayaking the Lisbon coast is a great way to enjoy the scenic views and the crystal clear water. You can choose from different routes and levels of difficulty depending on your skills and preferences. Some of the highlights include the Ribeira Natural Park, where you can paddle along the cliffs and caves. The Sintra fishing village, where you can spot dolphins and seals. And the Cascais Bay, where you can visit the Boca do Inferno, a spectacular rock formation. Kayaking the Lisbon coast is a perfect activity for nature lovers and thrill seekers. Convento do Cristo. The Convento do Cristo is a former Templar stronghold and a masterpiece of Portuguese architecture. It was founded in the 12th century by the Knights Templar, a powerful military and religious order that played a key role in the Reconquista and the Crusades. The convent was later expanded and modified, incorporating elements from Gothic, Renaissance, Manueline, and Baroque styles. You can admire the impressive fortifications, the round church, the cloisters, the windows, and the artworks. The Convento do Cristo is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a place of mystery and legend. Bom Jesus do Monte. The Bom Jesus do Monte is a religious sanctuary and a pilgrimage site located on a hill near the city of Braga. It is famous for its monumental Baroque stairway that leads to the church, decorated with statues, fountains, and chapels. The stairway has 577 steps and represents the stages of the Passion of Christ. You can climb the stairway by foot or take the funicular, the oldest in the world, powered by water. The church is also worth a visit, as it has a beautiful interior and a panoramic terrace. The Bom Jesus do Monte is a place of devotion and beauty, surrounded by gardens and forests. Hiking the Gerês mountain range. The Gerês mountain range is part of the Pena Gerês National Park, the only national park in Portugal and one of the most stunning natural areas in the country. It offers a variety of hiking trails for all levels of difficulty and fitness, ranging from easy walks to challenging climbs. You can enjoy the breathtaking views of the mountains, the valleys, the lakes, and the waterfalls, as well as the flora and fauna of the park, such as wild horses, wolves, and eagles. Hiking the Gerês mountain range is a must for outdoor enthusiasts and nature lovers. Regalera Palace. The Regalera Palace is one of the most whimsical and fascinating attractions in Sintra. It was built in the 19th century by a wealthy Portuguese businessman who was fascinated by Freemasonry, alchemy, and esotericism. The palace is a mix of different architectural styles, such as Gothic, Romanesque, Renaissance, and Moorish, and is full of symbols and references to mythology, astrology, and religion. The palace is also surrounded by a magical garden that features grottos, wells, statues, and a labyrinth. The Regalera Palace is a place where you can let your imagination run wild and discover hidden secrets. Alcobaca Monastery. The Alcobaca Monastery is one of the most impressive and important monuments in Portugal. It was founded in the 12th century by the first king of Portugal, Afonso Henriques, as a gift to the Cistercian order for their support in the Reconquista. The monastery is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. You can visit the church, the cloisters, the sacristy, the refectory, and the library, as well as the tombs of the famous lovers Pedro and Inês, whose tragic story is part of the Portuguese culture and literature. The Alcobaca Monastery is a place of history, art, and romance. Pena Palace. The Pena Palace is the most iconic and colorful attraction in Sintra and one of the most visited places in Portugal. It was built in the 19th century by King Ferdinand II, who wanted to create a romantic retreat inspired by the castles of Germany and the palaces of India. The palace is a mix of different styles, such as Neo-Gothic, Neo-Manueline, Neo-Renaissance, and Neo-Moorish, and is painted in bright colors such as yellow, red, and purple. The palace is also surrounded by a lush park that features exotic plants, ponds, and pavilions. The Pena Palace is a fairy tale come true and a must-see for anyone visiting Portugal. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Portugal. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel videos. Also, let me know in the comments which of these places you would like to visit, or if you have any other suggestions for Portugal. Thank you for watching and see you next time.